Yo, what's happening, my people? It's your boy Chance Jollivet, aka Smooth, back with another video. This is a very special one. It is back. It is back. This is not a drill. Invincible, season 2, episode 5. So this has been broken up into 2 parts. So we seen the first 4 episodes, man. We've been waiting months and months and months to get the second part. It is finally here. Whenever it left off, Mark had went to a far off planet. He finally seen his father. And it turned out his father needed help. And he had a whole new family. Invincible had to deal with that. And on top of that, had to deal with some Viltrumites. Like, he's coming into his own. But like, to have to fight a Viltrumite, and he finally held his own in to a somewhat extent. Homegirl with the ponytail, she was, but it was iffy for a second. But anyways, they end up getting past that. But the Viltrumites come. Mark is injured very badly. His father is taken. So this is where it picks up from. Let's see what's happening. So here we are. Season 2, episode 5, man. We finally back. And let's get into it. Mark has just been through an epic battle, man. He's trying to recover. The recovery was different in the comic book and stuff, man. But there was so much to cover in the comic book. But it was a little different after this battle with the Viltrumites and stuff like that. But this is how it is in the television show. So let's get to it. The planet is ravaged. His father has been taken. He is tasked with having to care for his baby brother. Because these people, this alien race right here, they age very fast. So the brother, he has like that Viltrumite in him. So he's going to age slower than them. And it's going to be generations by the time he becomes an adult. So that's not a life that somebody would want to live, man. Like, in your short quest to adulthood, you're going to lose everybody you've ever cared for over and over and over and over again. So Mark is going to bring him back to Earth with him. So that's another responsibility on him. Like, he's the Image Comics version of like Peter Parker, man. Like, he is just has so much responsibility on him. The only difference is Peter Parker, he don't really him and Superman, and they don't really kill. Mark, he's not a killer, but yeah. there are moments when it happens. Meanwhile, on Earth, the Guardians, they are fighting Omnipotence. So Mark is like, when he's on the other planet, they're like, you don't have to help us. You can go back to Earth and you can go back. I'm sure they're fine on their own. Nah, Omnipotence was kicking their ass and stuff. But they got the Guardians. They so. Debbie is surprised, man. She has been going through her things. The last thing she expected to see was Mark waiting on her. And they keep teasing it like in the comic book. Like, she has an alcohol problem in the comic book. She's an alcoholic. So they just keep teasing it. Like, I guess they just don't want to go through that big story arc. But she's looking at the wine in the glass, and at first she wasn't going to drink it. But then when she seen Mark and a new baby by her ex-husband, she does end up pouring that wine. So that is just a little tidbit. We get the little Donald thing. He finally grows a pair. That is the dude who sacrificed himself and blew up the house and all that. He's Cecil's right-hand man. But he confronts Cecil. He's like, what am I? And I thought he might have been a clone or something like that. But like, he's now like a cyborg. His body was so badly damaged. Like, all that was left was pretty much his brain. But his brain was active, so they put it in a cyborg. And it looks like that's going to be a different saga than the comic book. Like, I don't really remember that. But, like, he looks Cause there is a time on the show where he looks like something is up with him, and so maybe in that, like he might go rogue or something. And it seems like he's gonna be a little bit more powerful with his being a cyborg and stuff, but I still don't see him like being that much of a threat to like marking them. But I guess he's gonna have a lot of knowledge from inside, and maybe the cyborg, his skeleton, exoskeleton is gonna be super strong. Maybe it's made of like some vibranium, adamantium type substance or something. You never know. So Donald might be a foe, might be a help. We'll see. We'll see. But Mark, he gets back to Earth, and he's had his mother and stuff. He ended up going back to college, and of course, there's always something. So Cecil, he's confronted by Donald, and right after that, then Cecil confronts Mark. Like, you wasn't gonna tell me that you were back and stuff. Like, we need you and stuff. Like, I just got back to Earth, man. Y'all got the Guardians and all that. Like, y'all can't handle y'all business on y'all own. But and then Cecil is trying to recruit the other brother already and stuff. He's like, no, we good. And then Mark, he has business to attend to, so he wants to go meet Amber. He has to try to save his relationship, and that's gonna be well, it's not gonna be tough, not at this point. But I'm pretty sure if you're gonna keep doing this continuously, leaving for months at a time and all that, like, it's not gonna be a good situation. But Amber, she's been living her life at college, and she's been going through a lot of things as well. So it's a lot of disconnects and a lot of things that they are missing. They love each other, man, but it's gonna be a tough thing. But back to the superheroing, and they have a Mars invasion coming, and that's due to the Martian that has joined the Guardians, and he had knocked the astronaut upside the head, and that's how he was infiltrated with like the starfish alien type thing, and they needed a host. So they really are like slaves or indentured servants to the Martians. They can't take over the Martian bodies, but once they were able to take over the astronaut, they gained a lot of power. So now they are on their way to Earth, and they can enslave the whole human race. If you're not like a Viltrumite or something, like, they can take you. And so everybody will be taken. So now we're going to have to man another vessel to outer space and go. So Mark is going to have to go right back to space to go fight some Martians. We get to see Adam Eve, and she's been living with her family and stuff, and they a shit-ass family. Of all people to bring her out of her funk, it is Rex. So Rex goes and he's like, look, I know you were stressing because like a lot of negative things have happened and stuff. Everybody has had negative things. Like, you are not going to be perfect being a hero. And out of all the people, you have less negatives than everybody. Like, you are very much a help. Everybody, you have helped so many people. You are very important. And I need a favor. So he has to recruit people for this Mars mission. And so while he's recruited Adam Eve and Invincible and all them, they are all going to Mars. He's like, I'm the head honcho down here. Like, I'm good. Like, we gonna have us a ball. And they're like, we on watch. Like, in case something happens. It's not gonna be two earth-shattering events at once. Never talk too fast. While they're going to Mars, the Serpent Society is taking claim of Earth. They are about to try to do their worst. So we get to space. The Guardians, they try to reach the vessel. Missiles come. Adam Eve has to save them. They end up getting into the vessel, and the Martian, he is not met with open arms. Everybody is mad at him, his people, because they have been overrun. Now they have to fight these things. First, there's only one. The brother, he kills it like, ew. He kills it. It's a hive mind type of entity. So wherever it is, if you mess with one of them, all of them knows the thing. So their cover is blown. Now they have an epic fight on their hands. It's about to be ugly. And while that is happening, the Serpent Society, now that's the fight. Man, Rex and them is fighting. He's talking his shit, but Kate, like, she has the power to duplicate herself, and she gets killed a lot of times or something. But you can kill as many of them as you want. As long as there is one, she's alive. They end up killing a lot of her, and it's to a point where she can't duplicate another one, and she ends up getting killed. They have a little she's like Ant-Man. She shrinks and stuff, and she jumps into one of them and kills them from the inside out. They have a big dude. He puts her in her mouth and he eats her, and she tries to grow. And Rex is like, you know she can get bigger, asshole. So it's like, oh yeah, he's dead. So she starts to grow, but homeboy, I guess his skin is impenetrable or something. He is too strong for her. He's like, so he kills her. Like, so Rex is the last one up, but Rex ends up killing him. Rex has one of his bombs or something. He has that like Gambit type stuff, and he bites his hand off. Got the bomb in his head, blows his head off. The weakest member of the Serpent Society, seems like it. Like, he just waited. He has a gun. And so looks like Rex might be the next one to die. Will Rex die or not? Like, we are left with a little cliffhanger. But it is a pretty epic first episode. And at the end of the episode, we see that Alan the alien has survived. Oh, and the thing about Alan the alien is he's pretty much lives forever. He pretty much can't die. But the thing about it is, he has kind of like a Goku type thing. The more damage he has from a fight or whatever, whenever he recovers, he is that much stronger. So when Alan the alien comes back, like, he is jacked. So now he can fight a Viltrumite. He can hold his own now. Like, he will be very much more powerful. And now he has a task. He has to get Mark to go to the Federation and try to help them. They have to get something going together to try to fight the Viltrumites, because the Viltrumites will be coming. And the thing about it, the person that is head of the Federation, he is a Viltrumite that has defected. And Mark is now the only other Viltrumite that has ever defected. The father, he's defected, but it's like he's captured right now, and he has been offline for a long time, so he wasn't even a factor. They didn't even know about him. But anyways, man, this first episode was crazy, man. But so happy to have Invincible back. Like, the only bad thing about it is we have 3 episodes left for them to cover a lot of topics. So we still gonna have Homeboy with the big brain. We're gonna have to see how he comes back and see how their fight is gonna be. Because in their fight, like, Invincible goes to the Marvel universe and he sees Spawn and he sees all kind of stuff. So I don't know how they're gonna do that, or if they're gonna be able to do that storyline, but we'll see. It's a lot. Man, if you ever have an opportunity to read the comic books or go online and just look up the stories and look at like they have people that talk about the sagas individually. So if you can watch the sagas and just see everything that happens in Invincible, like, hey, Robert Kirkman did his damn thing. But anyways, man, like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest and most hated, man. I'll let you boy. Thanks.